Hey Park Hoppers! Today we're going back to 1971, the year Magic Kingdom opened.
That's right. So that means no new rides, no modern foods, no lightning lanes, just OG Disney.
Let's see if it still holds up. Okay, we just walked into Main Street, and back in 1971, it looked a little different than it does today. You've still got the Emporium, which obviously holds all of the clothes and merch that you can get. They still had the confectionery, although it has gone through quite a few name changes from then until now. And we still have Tony's Town Square restaurant. Whenever the park opened, though, it was actually called Town Square Cafe.
Behind us is the Magic Kingdom train station. This has been here since opening day, and originally it only had one stop at the train station behind us. Now it has 3 stops through 3 of the different lands in Magic Kingdom.
Beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow's just a rain. Man has a dream, and that's the start. He follows his dream, mind and heart.
A little further down Main Street, we have 2 OG restaurants behind us. To the right is the Plaza Ice Cream Parlor, and behind us to the left is Casey's Corner, which used to be called the Coca-Cola Refreshment Corner, and it is still sponsored by Coca-Cola. But it changed to Casey's Corner in 1995.
I gotta admit, whenever we decided to do this topic for our video this week, I kind of thought today was going to be a little boring or a little slower paced, since as time goes on you just get more advanced technology and more exciting things. But there was actually a lot of stuff happening in 1971, and right now we are sitting around on Main Street waiting for the parade to come through, because they actually had a parade on opening day. Now, it wasn't called the Festival of Fantasy Parade, but this is the parade that they have today, so we're going to enjoy it.
If it were 1971, we would have paid $3.50 to be able to come into Magic Kingdom today, if only. And they also had tickets for the rides that was separate from admission, unlike today. So they had a tier system where it was A tier up to E tier, and the price would depend on that tier level. And you'd be really surprised to see what rides were on the E tier. Small World, Tiki Room. Since we're living it up like it's 1971, we're only able to eat certain things, ride certain rides, or do certain experiences. So let's start in Tomorrowland.
We're passing Monsters Inc. Life Tour because it didn't open until 2007. Space Ranger Spin is still closed. It's supposed to open April 8th, but it didn't open until October of 1998. In fact, a lot of what makes Tomorrowland what we love and know, like Space Mountain, Tron, Carousel of Progress, and the People Mover, they all did not exist in 1971. So our options in Tomorrowland are the Lunching Pad, which actually used to be located where Anti-Gravity's Galactic Goodies is, or Cosmic Rays at Starlight Cafe, which used to be called the Tomorrowland Terrace Cafe, and the Tomorrowland Speedway, which used to be called the Grand Prix Raceway.
So a fun fact about the Carousel of Progress, it is technically older than Magic Kingdom because it came out between 1964 and 65 at the New York World's Fair, but it didn't find its home at Magic Kingdom until 1975. So we're gonna go into Tomorrowland Terrace Cafe and grab a bite.
While I couldn't find an exact menu from the Tomorrowland Terrace Cafe from the 1970s, I know for a fact that cheeseburgers and french fries existed. So we played it safe, stayed on par, and got a cheeseburger and fry. And I got a Coke Zero and Caleb got a Coke. Now we are making our way into Fantasyland. It's kind of the heart of Magic Kingdom. And surprisingly, a lot of opening day attractions are still running today.
Right when you walk into Fantasyland, there are 2 opening day attractions, which include the Mad Tea Party. Now, of course, this ride has been here the whole time. They've upgraded it a little bit here and there, but we also have, although not an opening day attraction, Winnie the Pooh. Originally, it was a ride that was too scary, too controversial, too outrageous. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Dumbo the Flying Elephant, although it was an opening day attraction and one that I personally really enjoy, It was not located in Storybook Circus because Storybook Circus didn't exist then. In fact, it was situated behind what we know as Prince Charming's Regal Carousel, which was formerly known as Cinderella's Golden Carousel. The carousel is still in the same spot, so that is the ride we're going to focus on next.
Real quick, since we're in the area, just wanted to talk about Princess Fairy Tale Hall. This actually used to be Snow White's Scary Adventures up until 2012. So now you can come and meet your favorite princesses.
Another opening day attraction is the Sword in the Stone. It's not happening for Caleb. That's always a really fun opportunity to see if you're going to be the lucky person who gets to pull the sword out of the stone. Hasn't happened for us yet. One day. One day.
Also in Fantasyland is PhilharMagic, which originally was called Mickey Mouse Revue. This was an animatronic sort of attraction. It opened with the park. It changed a few times from 1980 onward, and then in 2003 it finally became PhilharMagic. If this was 1971, this area behind the castle of Fantasyland would look pretty much the same. This area includes 3 OG spots, which include Pinocchio Village House, which is a restaurant with a really unique view of It's a Small World, which somehow, some way, was an e-ticket ride, but that's going to be facing Peter Pan, which in 1971 was only considered a C tier. Who knows?
Now we've officially made our way into Liberty Square, where we've got Haunted Mansion, which was an opening day attraction, and it was considered an e-ticket as well. We've got some construction going on back there, if you can't tell, and the line is pretty long. We also have Columbia Harbor House in Liberty Square, and it was not an opening day restaurant. They actually didn't open it until 1972.
Another opening day attraction includes the Hall of Presidents, which is going to be an animatronic show going over all the American presidents we've had in the last several decades. And don't worry about that. They got here in 1989. A little further into Liberty Square, we have a couple more OG locations, including Liberty Tree Tavern, and there's also Diamond Horseshoe, which are both restaurants. They're going to serve more American fare, meat and potatoes, the good stuff. Although they do serve holiday dinners too, as far as Thanksgiving meals like turkey and mashed potatoes and gravy and all that good stuff. Also in the Diamond Horseshoe, when it used to be called the Diamond Horseshoe Revue, it was actually like a dinner and a show. They'd come in and sing and dance and stuff. And it changed a few times up until now, where they host Jesse's Roundup. We've now entered into Adventureland, and this area from 1971 until now is pretty different. There's quite a few things that have been changed. One thing that has not changed, like at all, is the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse behind us. It was extremely popular back in the day, and currently, not so much. A really nice view that you might miss if you're in a rush is the castle, first of all. And you have a really pretty view into Tomorrowland, where Space Mountain is, but not in 1971. A little bit more on the original attractions in Adventureland. To our right is Aladdin, which didn't exist here up until 2001. But next to us, we've got 2 that are top notches. We've got Jungle Cruise, which has been opening day #1. The real OG over here was considered e-ticket for good reason. It's fun. And we also have Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, which originally was known as Tropical Serenade. So in 1971, if you needed a good drink to hit the spot, you'd come over to the Veranda Juice Bar, which now is known as Aloha Owl Refreshments. But the saddest news of all, they didn't have Dole Whip up until 1984. We didn't have Dole Whip, but we do have a good alternative here. It's at Sunshine Tree Terrace, and it's called the Citrus Swirl. It's orange slush mixed with vanilla ice cream. Also open since 1971 is the Skipper Canteen, which originally was called Adventureland Veranda. And they serve a mixture of different dishes, but it's a little more adventurous and a little more different than the usual. Although not an opening day attraction, we do have Pirates of the Caribbean and Adventureland. This came in 1973.
Last but not least, we are rounding out our day in Frontierland, which also opened with the park in 1971. Now, there are a lot of things that have changed in Frontierland since the park opened, but there have been a few things that have stayed constant, and that includes Pecos Bill's Tall Tale Inn and Cafe, which used to be called Pecos Bill's Cafe. The Country Bear Musical Jamboree has also been here since park opening, and it just recently got an upgrade. It used to sing some pretty traditional classic country songs, and now it has become countrified Disney songs, which I think is pretty enjoyable. We came opening day for the new revamped one, and it was pretty interesting. But yeah, it's been here since the beginning. And this area right here used to be the shooting gallery, but it closed in 2024 and they've turned it into something else entirely. So no more shooting gallery here in Frontierland. Frontierland looks really, really different these days, and that is because Tom Sawyer Island is no more. Big Thunder Mountain is undergoing some maintenance. Well, a little more than maintenance. They're actually giving it an upgrade. Splash Mountain doesn't exist anymore because they've turned it into Tiana's Bayou. Technically, all of that stuff was not here in 1971 anyways, but it's all getting new, it's all getting fresh, and it just continues to grow.
Of course, an opening day snack that we can't ever refuse. Good buttery, salty popcorn.
Oh yeah.
Well guys, that's gonna wrap up another magical day at Disney.
Thank y'all so much for time traveling with us back to 1971 while we enjoyed an opening day at Magic Kingdom. Let us know what you thought in the comments. It was a super relaxing day. Like, obviously, it's amazing to experience Disney right now because we have so much advanced technology. All of the fireworks, the parades, everything is just so advanced, and it's so incredible to see how far we've come. But there's just something about going back to the basics and enjoying the park as it originally was. It just made the day so much more simple. We weren't chasing lightning lanes. We weren't hopping around the park trying to get the next best thing or the newest thing. We just got to experience it and enjoy it as it came to us. I really enjoyed today.
Yeah, I think it was a great blast from the past. I agree. It was cool not being so stuck on the phone wondering when the next thing was. We just kind of went, we ate, we rode a ride, and we kind of just went back in time, you know? It was really cool.
Yeah, I feel like things today just kind of grab your attention all over the place. So you're pulled here, you're pulled there, things are happening over here, you're looking over here, but really just taking a step back and enjoying how it was a long time ago. It was just a breath of fresh air, and I highly recommend you do it if you ever get the chance to.
Yeah. Till next time, guys.
See ya.
Bye.